This map here, once again, since it is Abyssal City, we don't have the GameHeart version of this map, but the guy who's making it is working very hard to develop this.
Yeah, the guys.
So the guys, sorry. And definitely go support them. So,
something happened? Something definitely happened. So, ROOTMaSa dropped from the game.
I got game over.
So I don't. That's not game over. Don't worry. So we're just gonna reset them back into the right back into the game so that we can get this possibly final game for you guys set up, ready to go. Watching this Canadian content.
Do you want me to talk about where that Colossus thing comes from?
Why don't we first plug eSports Canada? Let's talk about eSports Canada. Let's also talk about Net Effect.
Okay.
First Net Effect, then eSports Canada,
I can tell my
and
story.
at the beginning of the show we tell the story.
All right, so. We are at Net Effect PC Cafe here, who graciously have hosted this LAN event in Toronto. This place actually used to be really happening in about a couple of years ago, but had to shut down because of management and whatnot. But recently, they've reopened again, and they're trying to make it big back into like the PC Cafe scene in Toronto. And I have to say, I am very impressed with the facilities provided here.
Yeah, there's lots of space. When we were asking around if people liked it, what they liked about it, they said what they really liked about this LAN was that there was a lot of space. A lot of the LANs they go to, it's just basically a bunch of desks, a bunch of computers, a bunch of chairs, and there's no room for anyone to breathe. So really spacious, really clean, really nice, being upgraded constantly, really good guys. So definitely check them out if you're in the Toronto area, Net Effect Cafe. The second thing is we are eSports Canada. We are helping to host this event. We are helping to make it happen and run it. We run from coast to coast. If you want to get involved in eSports Canada, just find us on our forums, esportscanada.ca, message us on Twitter, message us on anywhere. So please get in contact with us. We want to hear from you.
Alright, so now into this game, which might be the last. We have spawning in the 4 o'clock position on Abyssal City is our green Protoss, Believe.
Believe ahead 1-0 in this final best of 3 series against his purple Protoss. It is ROOTMaSa.
Root for root.
Root for root. ROOTMaSa now needs to win 2 games in a row to win the first place prize. Believe only has to win 1.
That's it.
Yeah, because Believe did come from the winner's bracket, meaning he only had to win 1 best of 3. ROOTMaSa, unfortunately, being relegated to the loser's bracket means he has to win 2 best of 3. And although he won the first best of 3,
Believe was making a comeback in that first game. We could definitely see very strong, solid Protoss play from there.
and Believe making the adjustments necessary. Like we said at the start of the game, he didn't win in 2 straight-up games in the first few matches, and I'm sure there's nuances that he will mention to us, specifically reasons why this didn't work. But in the third game, deciding to go for some DT play and paid dividends.
So while these 2 players are just doing their standard build here, getting the barracks and the gateway, I'm gonna build some Colossus. So that comes from a game where 2 of my friends were playing. Now they're both low-level players, so one's in silver and one's in bronze. So the silver guy, he's been practicing pretty hard over the summer. He's, getting to gold. And the bronze guy basically doesn't really play. He plays like once every 3 days or something like that. Just for fun. It's casual. And the silver guy challenges the bronze guy to a match. Bronze guy, okay, whatever, we'll play. And so, they're playing the game. The silver guy's getting all intense. He's looking up the builds. He's ready to go. Terran versus Protoss. Silver is Terran, and the Protoss is bronze. And, as the bronze player is playing, he's just, talking to himself what he's going to do. I'm going to make some
He was giving himself some commentary.
I'm going to make some Colossus. And it was just very casual. Colossus was very casual in the way he played, and the silver player's all silent, clicking furiously. And the bronze Protoss just stomps with this huge Colossus ball, and it was 2 times in a row.
OP, man. Protoss OP.
He was so mad.
Yeah, I would be too. This one Marine is chasing out this probe who's getting all the scout notices. There's no refineries going on in this base. And now the probe is not able to escape. He is now going to live his last days in this Terran base.
Well, he might be able to just run from... No, not even a little while more. The probe is been taken out, but he is... he was able to get a good scout over there, knowing that no gas was being taken. Hiding an SCV here at the natural. Gonna basically see the timing when that natural is going to be taken, and possibly also sneak into the main base.
Yeah, and it looks like Believe knows that there's a loose SCV somewhere around the map because he was searching with his Zealot a little bit. Is he going to find him hiding behind the mineral line? And he may very well now. Indeed, he will see it on his minimap. Will he actually go confront him with his Zealot?
Yep, and the SPG been trying even harder to escape this, but the Zealot does seem to be able to spot him, and we'll take him out.
Unfortunately, the Zealot isn't fast enough to catch up, but the Stalker definitely is and will be able to DPS it down in time, although with the proper juke play, he might be able to keep this out for a little bit longer, but decides to go for the minerals, trying to make 5 minerals disappear forever.
If you just saw right there in the base of Believe, he canceled that assimilator as soon as that SCV died.
Oh, so gonna go for some heavier Zealot play than anything. Wait, what was I thinking? Well, not teching up as fast.
Exactly, not teching up as fast as Massa might believe.
Yep. I thought he didn't have his, but then he had a Stalker. So
you're tired. You're getting tired.
It is. It's been like 18,000 hours. I have no idea anymore. But so Massa is trying to get his natural at the same time. We do have our Protoss player getting his natural. So pretty standard for these players at this moment. The bunker has been completed at the front, and the natural for Believe is almost up. So will he be able to hold against this small group of Marines? There is one Zealot to attack and one Stalker. One Marine does go down. Another Marine is being focus fired. The last couple Marines are being outranged, and there's another Stalker on the high ground. So clever strategic play by Believe, has beautiful placement to deal with this.
Very nice. So Marines getting taken out for virtually only shield damage, a bit of hull damage on a Zealot, but really great defense and preventing any scouting from going on here. We can see the front base of Massa. He does have his 2 bunkers up. Just wants to be safe from any sort of Protoss pressure that he has seen Believe do in a couple of games.
So the bunker will be a nice touch at the front of the base. We'll see if Believe tries to go for some sort of a bust at the front front area of the Terran base. He is getting his factory down, and you are pointing at something, so just talk about it.
I just wanted to say that the Nexus has been cancelled.
Oh, the Nexus was canceled too, so he might go for one base all-in play, really playing some mind games, realizing that mind games is where it's at with the DPT play in the last game. So 4 gates are fully operational, a bunch of Zealots are being robbed, sorry?
This is a 5 gate.
5 gate, yeah, and the Zealots are being warped in now, so he's going to be now building nothing but army.
Yep, so here we go. With that cancel, the Nexus though is definitely going to be making you know, Massa feel a little strange. Massa hasn't scouted this, so he thinks it's going to be an expansion build, but look at the army value that's going off right now. No, only 2 bunkers, not that many units being produced either. No. Nothing at the front, so this could go really great for Believe. This could be it.
This could be the mind game that Believe needed. Everyone's going nuts outside. I have no idea what just happened, but this one Stalker is going to pick off this Marine, and a bunch of units are going to be streaming into this base very soon. Believe is doing nothing but building massive numbers of units, and he is ready to get on the move right now. Look at the army supply difference,
20 to 42.
Yep, and now this SCV, just his heart just sunk. He's like, oh my god, tell my friends, tell them about my death.
Oh man, here it comes. Nice force fields there on the bunkers, getting perfect surrounds. No repairs going to be happening on those bunkers over there. As Zealots in the front, Guardian Shield is up. They are tanking so much damage, but there's so many buffering SCVs here. Zealots are doing a great job there. That bunker isn't going down, it's getting repaired. And, oh my goodness.
So it was hard to tell what was going on with all those health bars up on the screen. I'm not sure if they're turned off on production side, but at any rate, it looks like the hold was good enough to prevent this, and Believe invested a lot into this. He canceled his natural, he canceled a lot of pro production, and it looks like he's still going to go forward with this all-in attack.
So yeah, exactly. So only 14 workers killed for Believe there, and Massa does hold that. He isn't rebuilding any bunkers, so I don't know if he can hold this second round here.
Yeah, but, it's going to be all about the second wave. Will Believe be able to do it? Because now that he's committed to a second one, and the factory going down to prevent any sort of Zealot surround on that bunker. So really clever play by Massa, doing all the right things now to stabilize after this one base all-in by Believe.
Yep, so really nice play there. We can see that Believe is just staying outside and trying to build up this army again. He does have a lot of Zealots right there. He has 9 Zealots, 10 Zealots going to be warping in right now, and he's going to go for this push. If this army gets trapped out, though, this could be bad for Massa, and nice stim. They're going to go right back into the bunker, and here comes Zealots again. No Guardian Shield this time. Force Field's preventing the repair, and he's trying to try to take it out, but that bunker's just staying up. It's not going down yet, and...
Can he break the regen? And he does break it down, and the units are fully exposed now. There's a couple Zealots left, a bunch of Stalkers as well. If he focus fires down the right units, if he can just kill these Marines in the back doing the main brunt of this DPS, and a couple more Zealots do join this army, the SCVs are doing everything they can to buffer the damage. The Marines do stutter step forward. The Marauder is getting in on the action as well. 3-4 Marines left.
Oh my goodness!
And did he hold? Did he finally hold?
Massa has held. The Medipacks are almost out of energy, but they're still getting repaired. But oh my gosh, round 3 coming from Believe over here. Zealots, nice stutter step by Massa there. Going to be cutting the Zealots backwards, focus firing the Medipacks with those Stalkers, and it's just so back and forth right now.
Indeed. Now, Believe knows he needs an even bigger army. Does warp in a couple Zealots. The Zealots are pushing forward, but now the concussive shells are on their way. This is a small window of opportunity Believe has left to continue this all-in play. He hasn't resumed any probe production. He hasn't done anything to make an inkling that he is doing any sort of building, but at the same time, even though he's cut probes, he's still at the same number of probes virtually as his opponent's SCVs because of the damage he's done.
Exactly, and Massa is actually still ahead in workers right now, so he still has this advantage, and with this small army, I don't know if Believe can do it. Like, all of these Marauders with that concussive shell almost complete. The stim just makes their DPS so much, and with the Medivacs healing, any sort of damage is getting healed right there, and it looks like these Stalkers are gonna get away, but with another stim, Massa wants it, and
Believe knows it. He didn't even have to wait for the concussive shells. You know what that means? Ace match.
This is
Grand Finals ace match.
Holy moly.